Hello again, fourth graders. Fireman Patrick back with our next lesson. You should all have a sheet that looks like this. We're going to talk about the different classes of fire today. And the three we're going to focus on in this curriculum are Class A, Class B, and Class C. All right. Now, Class A fire, that's going to be your ordinary combustibles. All right. Your woods, your plastics, your cloths. With a Class A fire, the easiest way to put it out is to use water. This is why our fire engines have big water tanks and we have all those hoses, so when we get called to a house fire with ordinary combustibles burning, we can take the hose, fill it with water, and shoot it on the fire, it goes out. All right, if you remember, we talked about that fire triangle. We're putting that water on the fire, we're taking away the heat, okay? Putting that fire out. The next one we're going to talk about is a Class B fire. Now this is going to be flammable liquids, like oil and gasoline. Can't add water to these fires to put them out. If you watched our video from Fire Prevention Week, we did an example of a grease fire in a room we built. One cap full of fire on a grease fire made an explosion and lit the whole room on fire. They don't mix. So if you think about it, you think about you're filling up the lawnmower in the backyard, right? Dad says you can fill it up with gas, and you pour gas on it, you fill it up, and the gas leaks out, all right? If that were to catch fire, if you add water to that, what you're going to do is spread that fire. And now you got a big fire from a little fire. Okay? So what you want to do, remember the fire triangle, with a grease fire or any kind of oil fire, take away the oxygen, smother it. Okay? You can have a big blanket that'll cover it. If it's a pot that's on fire, put the lid on, and you're going to take away the oxygen. You're removing that part of the fire triangle to put the fire out. Now a Class C, so we're going to write for Class B, remove oxygen. That's going to be your easiest way to put that out. Now a Class C fire is going to be an electrical fire. You know, we all have electronics in our home. We have TVs, computers, cell phones. Okay, when it is hooked up to electricity, it's considered Class C. Okay, so imagine your TV's on fire. It's plugged in. It has electricity running to it. It is a Class C fire. You don't want to add water to that. Water and electricity do not mix. Okay? Now you can change a Class C fire to a Class A fire by unplugging it from the electricity. So if you imagine your TV is on fire, it's plugged in. It's a Class C fire. Don't add water to it. Remove it from the plug if you can safely do that, and then it becomes a Class A fire. If not, you want to look for something like a fire extinguisher to put it out. You see fire extinguishers in your school, hopefully you have some in your home. Now, fire extinguishers, we've all seen them, right? I'm not an artist, but they kind of look something like this. All right, and if you look on most of them that we have in our schools and our homes have A, B, C on there, okay? That means they're good for Class A, Class B, or Class C. So if you have an electrical fire and you can't remove the electricity, you can't get to the plug, look for something like a fire extinguisher to put that fire out. Okay, it's not going to cause any more problems, it's going to do the job, take away that fire triangle, and put that fire out. Those are our classes of fire that we really want to focus on today. There's a couple questions on the bottom of the sheet for you. Hopefully you can answer them from what we talked about today and what's on the sheet. Thank you.